Hello and welcome, my Cancers. This is your bonus reading for Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius. This is a general reading and will not apply to all my Cancers. Me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, and action, nurturing ourselves and others, our callings, and our dreams and vocations. Alright, so Janice Francis, my dear, I know you said you were not motivated by money on my channel, and nobody is motivated by money, by the way. I just like to say that none of us are motivated by bits of metal and paper. We're motivated by security, we're motivated by vacations and birthday presents. So definitely reassess your goals if you think you should be looking out for money. But this reading will focus solely on Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius. That it began April 10th through August 11th, 2019. It's a bigger week for Jupiter in retrograde because Jupiter is the closest to Earth. It's going to be during this period, and you can supposedly see it 70-something moons with the telescope, and a couple of them with your naked eye this week. Jupiter is the planet of luck. In tarot, it is represented by the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 card. The X marks the spot card. This is her on her dragon flying away, free and full of options and opportunities. It's anything is possible, especially a positive possible. It's a turn for the better if things have been bad. It's finding out your hidden talents and gifts and manifesting your wishes. And of course, it is surrendering to fate. So Jupiter retrograde is not 4 months of bad luck. Mercury retrograde in July is going to cause chaos. It's a very swift-moving planet. But Jupiter retrograde, it feels a little rough because you're going to have to deal with a lot of issues that are blocking you from your success and happiness. It's just basically readying you inside and out for that. And it's absolutely realizing the connection between your efforts and energy and your fortune. So we want to focus on that for Jupiter retrograde for my Cancers. And then, of course, I'm going to pull some action cards, maybe some energies that'll hit you cards kind of thing at the end with my fire cards, of course, because of it being a Sagittarius, Jupiter in Sagittarius, going retrograde in Sagittarius. It's a big planet. It moves slowly, so it's going to give you time to get through these things. 4 months of time. So what blocks are we working with? Blocks we're working with. Cancer. Ooh, happiness, 9 of Hearts. Happiness and love. This is celebrating. And 7 of Swords is really up in your head. It's about fending off others' opinions, kind of like trying to find your own grounding with an issue. This is it just seems like you're celebrating for everybody else but you. 9 of Hearts is definitely your wish card. You're like looking for your wishes, but you're really just thinking too hard. 7 of Clovers is like again, trying to fend off those positions. You are really all of your feels and Cancer. This is a lot of hearts, which means you're really working with your own energy here. 4 of Hearts is a preparation for battle, a change. Do you feel a change in, I feel a lot of change and a lot of more psychological change because these 7s are definitely thinking, re-philosophizing. 7 of Spades would be changing your appearance, doing some shopping, cutting your hair even, possibly, because that could be how you appear in society. It's like your rising sign in its full effect. Oh, dear. For Jupiter retrograde, in order to stand in your power, King of Hearts, 9 of Spades, 6 of Spades. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of air energy on you, Cancer, but you're going to be able to exercise your power. A lot of your blocks have to do with removing what no longer serves you. And this is the, and it's done quite surgically, skillfully, bladefully. It is realizing just who's got the swords in your back and who's got your back too. This is you want to come out of battle. You want to hit the 6 of spades so you can begin to kind of move forward. You want to move into the psychology of your efforts a little bit more than your physical efforts. You're really trying to get in those upper pip cards, and you're really trying to reassess. This is a lot of thinking and planning and preparing, and mostly your heart and your spirit. I feel Cancer and your home. I feel Cancer's spirit is more in the heart card than the Clover card, because you are a water sign. You so are up in the feels. You're such an emotional sign. Let's get some more advice here for my Cancers. Yeah, you're going to have to remove some things. There are just some things that are holding you back. And if you really just step back and see who's on your team and who's not on your team, who's pointing a sword at you and who's pointing a sword at your enemies for this Jupiter retrograde, you're going to realize some hard truths about that. 7 of Swords is also some hard truths, usually about self. It's kind of painful. Okay, yeah, this is asking you to use the fire of Sagittarius. Not the first time I got this in my Jupiter retrograde readings. You need that young, initiate, philosophical energy. You just need to find your own fire. And you need to start a new spiritual start. You need to begin your... this is like a start when you're going to be on top of the world. You control yourself more. This is more about controlling your spirit, your thoughts, your actions, your deeds, your passions, you're just, this is like working it out in your head. It is so psychological. It is hefty in the forebrain right now for me, this feeling on the cards. But you're really thinking about it. You're taking it to heart, and it's, you know, there was a celebration, there is happiness, you did get a wish come true, but it wasn't everything you wanted. And a lot of times we need to celebrate our journeys, because when we get to the success, the big celebration, and handing out the trophies, it ain't that big of a thing. It doesn't even matter to a good deal number of signs. And this is kind of that feeling, like I had a wish come true and we were celebrating, but it brought out some painful truths and realities and thinkings, and that there needed to be change. I'm not all right in my head. That's what Cancer said. And it's not, you're not nuts. I don't feel bipolar or anything, but I do feel, Cancer, that you are, yeah, you just really need to start controlling those around you, controlling the energy around you more, so that you could, you have the things you want and stand in your power and live life exactly as you will. I feel like this celebration was like not even that great of an idea, but you're going with the change. You're going to accept this change and go with it, but you are going to have to defend yourself in it. The 7 of Clovers is also being defensive. I'm going to not take that one. All right, so some quick action cards, maybe some energies, extra energies that'll hit you during Jupiter retrograde. Remember, this goes through August 11th of 2019, 4 months. Where to put your effort and your energy. Yeah, controlling your effort and your energy. That came out. All right. 1, 2 of diamonds, Joker upright, and 7 of spades. Again, some hard truth. It's scaring you, and it's scaring you in terms of just financially, or in your physical world is a little shaken. It could be your home, because I know how important home and that security of home is for Cancers. But you're going to be able to, you're going to exercise your power, which is a Joker, a leap of faith, a chance in this truth. Yeah, it's going to bring you to that childlike. Remember I said Jupiter retrograde, this Jack of Fire keeps coming out. Well, this is you embodying that energy in a Jack of Hearts, just a fresh heart. You're going to clean and purify your heart. You're going to have to go through some fears. That Two of Diamonds, when you think about love and you think about Cancer, I think about separating love and money. There's a great difference between security and safety from your lover than the rent. And I feel that's a major theme of this Jupiter retrograde as well. Yeah, you're going to get a wish, and you're going to find a lot of comforts and security. You're going to be able to, like, give money away when you find this success. But you do have to overcome some painful truths. I feel like this is like you were going one way, and you have to turn a different way to find your fortune, to find your best abilities and successes, and your new starts in love. Yeah, you're going to... when Jupiter retrograde at the end of the summer, it's going to feel like you're going back to school, because it's going to feel like a whole new start. I mean, you're even going to want to, like, buy new pencils. It's that kind of feeling, and binders and stuff, and organize things, because it's going to be that much of a new start all around you. And yep, you are going to achieve something. You're going to reach that success. You're going to get that trophy in hand. And this time you're going to be happy about it, and you're going to be ready to move on to that next step. You've overcome that fear of that Two of Diamonds with this Ten of Diamonds. There's something you're afraid of, and perhaps it is separating money and love, and perhaps it's more philosophical and theological. Perhaps it's more having to do with just the way the physical world and maybe the 5D and the 3D interact with each other, and the way you 5D and 3D interact with your world. And it's just really blowing your mind, actually, Cancer. This is really a great reading. Again, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Things should be clicking into place. You should feel a little lighter. You should be able to feel like you could fly away on a dragon by the end of Jupiter retrograde. And that is your reading. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment, my Cancers. Thank you for sharing in my energy and letting me share in yours. And definitely have a great Jupiter retrograde.